The first version of the song was made approximately 2 years ago. The first version of the song was made like 2 years ago, and it was an instrumental demo that Casper sent to us.
And it was called Taka Taka back then. The idea for this song came from one synth part or synth sound that I found from Omnisphere, and it inspired me a lot. And after that, I started to do some guitar parts on top of it.
The song had really like nice main riff and the bridge part with the like ta 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 thing was already there in the first demo, and it had really cool like this space vibe with all the electronics and the samples going on.
I thought the song it had so much potential, but the verses were a bit lacking. So as a band we started to arrange the choruses again. Like we added the more mellow part when the big intro riffs stop and you move to the first verse. The melodic part was added, and then the chord progression changed.
And before that we got in contact with this Danish songwriter Christoffer Stjerne, and we met him through Jacob Hansen, who has mixed our previous songs, and he introduced us to Christoffer, and we sent him like a bunch of demos, and we were like, pick your poison and choose any song that kind of like which suits you better.
It was an accident that the Taka Taka, or later Into Two, was in that folder because we were already working on that song and we had done the choruses and stuff. But when Christoffer sent his idea for the chorus, and we were like, oh man, this is way better.
Christoffer sent his version after the weekend, and he was like, if you think this sucks, let's do something else. But it was the exact opposite. It was really cool, and especially the chorus melody was really good.
And then we combined our vocal melodies with his.
Then we wrote new lyrics to the new melodies, and I sang the demo, and then we settled that I would go to Denmark to Christoffer's studio to record the vocals, and the rest of the stuff were recorded in this very room we are now, in Turku, in Casper's basement. The first idea in the lyrics were this, like, where the line, not a single crack to break the ice, comes from, is like this inherited, like, bad, like, behavior that goes through your, like, that you get from your parents or your grandparents, and they go through, like, generation to generation, and not a single crack to break the ice is like when you notice that you're making the same bad stuff as maybe your parents or grandparents or whatnot did before you, and you kind of like wanna start to change in that and find a new way to behave. So yeah, that was like a big theme in the lyrics, and then and of course another one is like the will to change yourself. I always like the lyrics to have like at least two different sides that you can like read them or like think that they are about yourself only, or maybe then another way to like understand them is that they would talk like a relationship with another person. So yeah, anyway you want to think the lyrics, it's like the song name is breaking into two, that you leave the old one behind and the new side of yourself is way better than the one that got left behind, whether that is something within yourself or some like toxic relationship or something like that.
The song was recorded here at the Casper's basement in Turku, Finland. And in this song, I used my old trustworthy Billy Sheehan signature Yamaha Attitude Limited 2 Billy Sheehan signature bass.
Billy Sheehan signature Yamaha Attitude Limited 2 Billy Sheehan signature bass.
With the P pickup only. Because the song has like so many layers going on, so we really needed to make the bass lines very basic.
Drums were recorded in my garage to this song, and we played the drums with my Roland electric drum set. We usually now use electric drums for recording, so that we only get the feeling and the groove and the intensity from real drumming, but then we use plugins to make the drum sound. And basically then we send the MIDI drums and wave file sounds to Jacob, and he uses what he uses to mix the song.
For the guitars we used DI tracks, and also for bass, which we sent for Jacob, and he reamped them as usual, as our earlier 2 tracks, Below and Dark Horse.
Vocals were recorded at Christoffer Studio in Copenhagen, and he has this nice little studio there, and they were really relaxed sessions with him. He's a really cool, funny guy, and we got like good takes with little effort. We filmed the music video in our rehearsal place with Ville's camera. No, with Ville's phone.
We shot the video with my phone, Nokia 8.1, which has a pretty decent camera, and then we just added tons of effects.
We had the green screen left like after we filmed the Dark Horse music video, and we had a little experience from that.
During the shootings, it was hot as it was very warm.
And it was like 50 hours of editing on my computer to get all the like visual effects there. But yeah, it became pretty good.
I'm cutting you out, I'm shutting you down, I'm breaking into two, 'cause I know that
Pretty early on, we kind of like discussed that the song has so strong melodies that it would work like a really stripped down version with like an acoustic guitar or piano or something like that, and just the vocals. And then we figured out, let's do that. And then we filmed like a version of the song where Casper plays the piano and there's only vocals there. So, and our first hunch turned out to be right. It works really well with only just like piano and vocals.
cutting you out, I'm shutting you down, I'm breaking into two, 'cause I know that you want more, more, more. You want more.
Unlike the last 2 singles that we released through a label, Spine Farm Records, we released this one through a labor service called Odysseus Music Network as an independent artist. And so far the release has been a minor success, and we're very happy how it turned out.